You know, I actually lied at the very end of the last episode. Because this is actually a couple minutes later. I figured since I have 36 minutes left on the rendering process because I'm trying to render a video at the same time as I'm trying to play a game, obviously it's not going to work right. Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. We're back with another episode for Pokemon LeafGreen, or I should say EndoPlasmite plays Pokemon LeafGreen. The lie that I said was I was going to record episode 3 while episode 1 was editing out, well, finished editing out, and was being uploaded to be scheduled, and episode 2 was being rendered out instead. But again, it makes more sense just to go ahead and actually start the recording now, so that we get it over with. A part of me saying I need to take care of myself is the factor that, if anyone remembers from a past episode, I explained that if there's one thing I don't like about my body, it's my sinuses. So I had to go take care of my sinuses by putting a nose strip on. Then I can actually breathe a little bit better. I can actually play this game a little bit easier, talk more. Last time through, we went ahead, explored around Mount Moon. We had a running bit. We also uncovered the factor of something that I did not know for many years and only found out recently. We've also got a cat currently on the floor who keeps looking to try to get up on top of my desk, but where she's wanting to jump on top of is right on top of where the epilogue is at. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid her jumping up there like that. Just trying to give her some attention, so if I see me pause every now and then, it's only because of that. Also, I know that there's more hidden items aside from those tiny shrooms and big shrooms. We'll get to those at a later episode, because again, once I get the item finder, we'll get more into the informative route of stuff. Ah, Leech Life. Good old Leech Life. You know what's funny about Leech Life? The fact that after many years, they only decided to buff it and make Leech Life actually stronger. I'm pretty sure Leech Life only does 20 damage normally. Yeah. So, until Gen 8, I think, it was always 20 damage, making Leech Life apparently very useless. And then, once it hit Gen 8, it became very useful. Also, speaking of Thief, but unfortunately, I don't really have a good avenue of using Thief right now. It's a perfect opportunity to try to use Thief, considering the fact of all the Paris that I keep running into. And it's a good opportunity to use Thief. But again, I don't have a Pokemon right now that actually is capable of learning Thief. Or at least strong enough and capable enough to learn Thief. And again, if you see me moving slower and not running, it's because at the same time I'm trying to pet a cat, so she doesn't jump up on my desk. Get down to it, I might be able to actually set her down on the futon that's right behind me. Maybe that will satiate her need to be so needy. Cat in question's my girlfriend's cat. She's old, very meowy. And at least is able to go into this room and around the house without having to be monitored. Meanwhile, the other cat, which is a kitten, is currently in her room. The kitten's room specifically, not my girlfriend's room. because we can't trust her around the house. She very much will go through and eat stuff. Jump on things she's not supposed to, probably chew wires if we're not careful. Get into stuff, you know? Did I swear at all yet? I don't think I swore at all yet. Which is a good thing if that's the case. I just don't remember if I have yet or not. Hello, sir. Again, try to keep this a safe place. It's just the way it runs. For this channel, at least. We've already had discussions also about over-leveling, so again, did I complain about it? See previous episodes. And another item, Moonstone. So we're going into final area where there should potentially be something in here. Obviously, of course, Paris. Big mushroom. I'll explain these purposes for the shrooms later, at least, like in greater detail for what it implies. Why? Because I want to this time and just keep it that way. Some stuff it makes sense for me to kind of explain now, some stuff it makes sense to explain later. At this stage, I don't see the need to explain now, unless somebody actually posts in the comments that they want to know the reason why. But at that point of the game with it, people could also probably Google search what that does. Or they choose not to and they actually want to treat this like a late night cartoon, which is the general approach for how I was figuring things were going like this. Then they're gonna just wait to their amazement to figure out what happens. I'm running low on power points. Any chance that I will soon eventually get to the point of learning another attacking grass move? I mean, I'm not gonna exit this cave at this point. I'm too far into the cave to back out. There we go. Razor Leaf. Full refresh on everything. Especially a lot better damage, one tick less of accuracy, but higher crit chance. A lot better of a move than Vine Whip. Much, much better than a move than Vine Whip. I'm also still missing only one Pokemon right now from this area. It's not Zubat. We already did that bit before. We're not doing the bit again. Oh look, a Zubat. Had to do it once. Just had to do it once to you guys. Huge riches. Mushroom. We're rich. Mushroom. We're rich. Mushroom. Anyways. cat's back. She's gonna make me do it. She's gonna make me pick her up and set her on the futon. You want me to set you on the futon? I'll set you on the futon. Come here. Come here. You know, it'd be nice to actually go through the process of having the cat's meows be picked up on the mic. Unfortunately, the mic isn't that strong. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, you. Ah. She's on my lap a small bit. Just so that way she settles a little bit. Which she won't. She'll get all jacked up with her claws jabbed into my shirt, which I can feel. Or jammed into my pajama pants too. Okay, so before I do anything else, I do need to use this. You stuck? You stuck? There you go. You disable leech seed. That's great. Too bad I used leech seed on you already. Now see, to me, Razor Leaf, I feel, could be either or. Because I've viewed physical as it physically makes contact with the other person, other Pokemon. Which again, is the general approach of what ends up happening to track physical and non-physical. Well, physical and then special attack. I already talked about this last episode, I only didn't really discuss it again. Case in point. Razor Leaf was one of those moves that I felt it was not physical, as it wasn't directly making contact. No, you're not jumping up top on the desk. Okay, now if you want to jump on top of the desk, you can. No. No. She also has a habit for cardboard. So, fossil-wise, I'm not... No. There we go. I want the dome fossil. I already essentially have Helix Fossil in use with Fire Red. And what I mean by in use is in the process of being part of the save file and leveling it up and all that jazz. Antidote. Kind of late point for an antidote. Also, one last final check. I don't think there is one in here, but I'm gonna double check just in case. Because technically this is on the second floor. And there is nothing but Paris in the area. Told you. Freedom. Before I go any further into freedom, I gotta save. Come on. I know you want to jump up. I moved the stuff around so you could. So, up here is our first instance of 2 trainers that actually will give the ability to teach moves. It is very likely that I will actually not make use of either one of the sets of moves. A, for the factor that I don't really have the ability to teach it to Ivysaur quite yet. B, because I may end up using it for a different Pokemon for the finals saves. If you get what I mean by finals saves. The whole thing going on, okay? The whole spiel about the copy of Fire Red. Also, the cat's now on the desk. So if I remember right, it should be... I don't remember. Oh, I do remember. I'm just a little distracted by petting a cat. Scratching her neck. She loves it. She loves it! There's 2 Pokemon, actually, that I needed to get. Also, I need to move the mouse. So that's the epilogue screen for what it's worth. That's the thing that usually pops up to kind of showcase what's going on. So she ran away. This wasn't the Pokemon I was talking about also. But still a needed one, per se. There's still another Pokemon in the area. Different notes. I wanted to check one thing, because I don't have my book with me. Nope. That's fine. I'm gonna give it 3 more tries. Can't find it. I'm gonna press on. I can't remember if I already had my first 2 tries or if I just had 1. I'll make the next one the last one. We'll say that we gave it a sporting chance. Yep, a sporting chance done. Okay. Or not. Right. Next city we are in. Stop getting in my way, kid. I'll push you over. Cool. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do next. Next thing I'm gonna do with the little bit of time that I've got left on this episode, because I've only got about 10 minutes left, is I'm going to try to start challenging Cerulean Gym. I say start trying, well, trying to start challenge because I might be able to beat, and I might not be able to beat. We'll see. The only reason why I say might not be able to beat is basis, not because of capability, but basis on time. If I was just running this clear-cut beginning to end with just using Ivysaur and doing nothing else gimmick-wise, yeah, I'd definitely be able to get this done in less than 10 minutes. But I am trying to run the gimmick of trying to level up some Pokemon, get them to evolve. Or at least closer to evolve. Really? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anyway. Here we go. Level 10. And hands off keyboard. It is time to evolve again. First evolution chain that I can't go any further in the evolution. So now you're going to go into the PC box while I try to work with Metapod. You sure about that? Are you absolutely sure about that, Diana? No Pokemon still has Pursuit yet. They try, and they fail. That's rough. How close is it? How close are we? You know, it'd help if I actually check. No, it's not that bad. Okay. Alright. Hi, you're a new face. I remembered your line. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. I think it should be good. This is going to be quick work. And then Starmie time. I'm going to try something. Might be a bad idea. Okay. See, the trick of what I was trying to do was potentially divvy out the experience, so that way it doesn't automatically cause Metapod to go to level 11. And then I realized bringing out a level 4 Pokemon probably wasn't going to work either. Can't use anything except Swift, huh? I wonder what move you're trying to use, but you can't move. Can't move. Also, crit hit. Darn it. That's fine. It's okay. Wasn't making use of Butterfree anyways. I already used Butterfree in Let's Go Pikachu. Once again, hands off keyboard. See? See. Any Pokemon that's above level 30 will obey you. I don't know if that was actually the line. I'm just going to say whatever because I keep skipping over this by accident. That includes even outsiders you got in trades. There's more. You can now use cut anytime, even out of battle. You can also cut down small trees, open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM. TM03 teaches Water Pulse. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon, or a Pokemon that could probably learn Water Pulse that isn't a water Pokemon. Cut back to instances where people would use Bubble Beam on Pokemon that weren't actually water type either. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Sorry, had to do it once. So, what I do need now is actually you. Also, I thought I just saw something. Hold on. Tiny Shroom. And you had an Oran Berry. Nice. Also, bringing you both in here. And bringing you this way like that. Okay. Before I actually proceed any further on that, I am going to take these and I'm going to... Did I already heal up my team? I did. It would have been very obvious if I didn't heal up my team. I'm going to go through, get some items real quick. Which really isn't too much. But I do need some more Pokeballs. I'm also going to grab some Super Potions, just in case something goes wrong. And I'm going to grab some Repels, in case I get very annoyed. Because I don't want another instance of, oh look, a Zubat. So, that's essentially where we're going to leave things off with this specific episode. Next time around, I am going to head north, and I am going to try something. I don't know how well it's going to work when I try it, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to have to keep things a little bit vague until that point. But at this stage of the game, this ends the 3-episode run of trying to do all this in one go. So now's the fun part of trying to get things rendered out, uploaded, scheduled upload specifically, thumbnails made, which shouldn't be too difficult to do given the way that I've been making thumbnails for this, and getting them set to go. If things work correctly, I should be able to get at least the videos for Tuesday and Wednesdays scheduled. But Thursday's one, I probably won't be able to actually schedule until I get off work Wednesday. Which is fine. Should be fine. So, don't forget, if you guys get questions of anything you want to ask, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. I will ask. Nothing too bad. But I will also answer, as long as it's not too bad. You guys get the point. This is a safe space. We'll see you guys in the next episode.